Live on YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Welcome to the second episode of the Thanksgiving edition of the Wrestling Podcast. I have a guest on the podcast, Grayson.
Hello. Nice to meet y'all.
We'll be talking about a couple of things about WWE. A little bit about the Raw 25th anniversary. A little bit about NXT. January 12th, Wrestle Kingdom, Chris Jericho against Kenny Omega, and the NXT Takeover in Pennsylvania, which is...
It'll be the first WWE event in 2018.
Yeah. And then a little bit about AJ Styles. So, what was your reaction when they revealed Natalia as the Survivor Series member?
Honestly, I was a little mad, because I feel like they're pushing Natalia a little too much.
Yeah.
I agreed with their decision to make Charlotte the champion, make her face Alexa, but Natalia just doesn't feel right. I think they'd be better off. To be honest, I'd be happier with Nikki Bella, and a lot of people would probably disagree with that, but I think they'd be better off bringing back Nikki Bella or having Paige, instead of going to Raw, go to SmackDown.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. And Shane was right, though. She has been showing a lot of improvement after that championship run.
Well, I've kind of noticed that I hope she doesn't, pull another Bret Hart Montreal Screwjob thing.
Yeah. And, I like Natalia more as a face than a heel.
Yeah.
It's just, it fits her character better as a face than a heel. Anything else you want to add on that?
I honestly think that they should quit replacing Paige with another, superstar.
They need to just bring her back already.
They just need to bring her back already, because she was supposed to appear on Raw, and she never did.
And I read somewhere that, the reason they didn't let her, she was set to return on Raw, as the fifth member, but I think on her Instagram she had posted a picture of her and Alicia Fox, and she teased something, and WWE got mad at her for it, and so they held back her return.
I hate when they do that. The next thing on our list that me and Grayson have planned out, Drew McIntyre versus Andre or
his name's hard to pronounce.
Yeah.
His first name is Andre or something like that.
We'll just say Drew versus Andre for the NXT Championship.
In my opinion, I like Drew McIntyre as a champion.
He's had a lot of good
matches,
improvement and matches over the years, because he wrestled the TNA for a while.
Yeah.
He had a match with Jeff Hardy, and it was a street fight. That was a good match right there.
Yeah. Drew McIntyre overall has been pretty impressive. Even back when he first started in WWE, at first he kind of took him like a joke character.
Yeah.
And then, you could kind of tell when he joined 3-Man Band, it was kind of just downhill.
Yeah.
And then they all went their separate ways. Heath Slater, haven't seen him since his run with Rhino and the Tag Champs and SmackDown. And then we all know how Mahal went, and then McIntyre just fell off the face of the earth.
Yeah.
But it's cool to see him coming back, and surprised he didn't stick with Drew Galloway.
Yeah, that's... He has that name purchased with Impact Wrestling.
Yeah, but a lot of people know him more as Drew McIntyre.
Yeah. I actually watched... I remember watching... It was in 2015. I went over to my grandma's and... No. I went over to my aunt's house, and this was in 8th grade, whenever I was still dating that one chick, Bella.
Yeah.
I was still dating her. I was watching TNA over at my Aunt Blossom's house because I knew it was Thursday, because it would come on Thursdays. Mm-hmm. And I remember that they would have, they had a street fight going on, and it was Jeff Hardy versus
Drew McIntyre.
Or no, it was Jeff Hardy versus Matt Hardy, and then towards the end of the show, Drew McIntyre, because they had this Money in the Bank thing, kind of like similar to WWE.
Yeah.
And like when he came out, he like nailed it. Like he deserved to be champion. Like he did everything he needed to get that briefcase, cash it in, become the new TNA World Champion.
Yeah. Honestly, it'd be a little hard seeing Drew McIntyre have a run with the WWE Championship.
Yeah.
But I could definitely see him be either Intercontinental or United States.
Yeah.
Once he makes it onto the main roster, I'd really like to see if Baron Corbin is still the U.S. Championship then.
Yeah.
That would be a really good match.
Oh,
McIntyre versus Corbin.
I want to see either McIntyre versus Sheamus or McIntyre versus Finn Balor.
Yeah. There's a lot of good matches that he'd be able to pull off.
Or Drew McIntyre versus Samoa Joe.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a good match.
Yeah, he's got a lot of potential. In my opinion, he was one of the wasted talent.
Yeah.
Because they had him in WWE, and then I feel like he was doing really good until he got with 3-man band, and that's kind of where they all fell.
So, before we get to the NXT Women's Championship match, what's your view on Shinsuke Nakamura?
Well, he's on Team SmackDown, and I bet he's gonna do some good stuff there. I watched some of his old New Japan stuff. He's pretty good back in New Japan. I watched him versus AJ Styles in New Japan, and I'm overall impressed because I remember you telling me about him and how good he is. Like he's the NXT champion and all that. But he's pretty impressive. Some of the stuff he's pulled off. I could definitely see him becoming champion.
Oh yeah. TNA recently released a video of Shinsuke Nakamura in TNA. And I had no clue he signed with TNA, but I
didn't either.
I forgot what title he was holding. I think he was either holding the NWA Championship or the Knockouts Championship. It was one of them two titles. Mm-hmm. I could be wrong. But I'm assuming his TNA run didn't work like he planned it to.
Yeah, because I'm sure we would have heard of it or something like that.
Yeah, and then I think for his next run, he worked on indie scenes for a while, and then that was when he transferred to Ring of Honor, and then New Japan, and then
WWE.
Yeah.
It's cool to watch who all has come from other promotions and have stuck with WWE.
Yeah. I want there to be a WWE New Japan crossover, like an invasion.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome.
That would be pretty cool. I thought not that long ago there was like the Bullet Club or something like that was trying to take over one of the WWE shows, and they were like holding like some kind of rally outside one of the arenas.
Yeah, they were doing a copy of the WCW invasion.
Yeah, I just can't remember who it was.
It was the Bullet Club for Ring of Honor. Cody Rhodes was with them, and one of the writers actually took a picture with the Bullet Club, and he got fired.
Dang.
And WWE sent the Bullet Club a cease and desist because of the finger motion that MWO does.
Yeah,
and
AJ Styles does that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, next on the list, the NXT Women's Championship match, Kairi Sane, Ember Moon, Peyton Royce, and Nikki Cross. So, I watched a little bit of Ember Moon. She went against Ahsoka, or Ahsoka, or...
Asuka?
Asuka, yeah, Asuka. That was a good match.
Mm-hmm. I've never really gotten to the recent NXT Women's stuff. Last time I ever really watched any of that was back when Bayley and Sasha and them were still in NXT.
Yeah.
But only one I've ever really heard much about was Peyton Royce and Ember Moon. Not much to say there. Gotta have to watch them a little bit more in order to say something, but my guess is I think Peyton Royce is gonna win.
Yeah, Mine's kind of in between. I have a little bit of money on Ember Moon, and I have a little bit of money on Peyton Royce. So I don't know.
And I know Kairi Sane, I think, if I remember correctly, came from the Mae Young Classic. I think she was the one that ended up winning it.
Yeah.
So I bet she's pretty good.
You remember? I cannot remember that girl's name. She was with CM Punk whenever CM Punk was running with the Straight Edge Society.
Yeah, I remember who you're talking about, but I can't remember her name.
She cut her hair.
Yeah.
Well, I looked up a picture of her, and she, I can't even recognize her because she grew her hair back.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, honestly, in my opinion, I think she looks better with long hair.
Yeah.
So let's get to the WWE Raw 25th anniversary of Raw.
I'm excited for this.
Yeah.
The 20th anniversary was a lot of fun. I remember watching that back when they had DX and the New Age Outlaws come back for a DX reunion.
Yeah. I want there to be a NWO reunion, a DX reunion. I want to see Kane and Undertaker reunite.
Stone Cold needs to come back.
Stone Cold, yeah. Shawn Michaels.
Because last time I saw Stone Cold was WrestleMania 32, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because he came out with Shawn Michaels and Mick Foley and beat up the...
Or no, The Rock came out separate.
Yeah, and they beat up the New Day.
Yeah. I'm excited for that. I hope Goldberg makes an appearance.
We already saw some of him earlier this year.
Did you know he only held the title for 28 days?
Dang.
Yeah. That is
I still think it was hilarious when he speared Lesnar and beat him in that short time. I don't know. They need to 25th anniversary. They need to just get everybody back together. I think it'd be cool to see Hulk Hogan come back.
Oh yeah.
Just them settle the allegations with the sex tape and all that, and bring him back.
Yeah.
Because he was such a big part of their history, you know?
Yeah. Honestly, I was listening to this one wrestling podcast on Facebook. It's called the Real Wrestling Community. And they would do a review every Thursday. And they would change hosts every 2 weeks or every month. This one host I was listening to was a sergeant. And I listened to him for 3 or 4 weeks, and this was over the summer. And then it switched to some British guy. And after the podcast, he posted that WWE will more than likely forgive Hulk Hogan for the sex tape scandal and the racist comment.
Yeah.
But it's he also said that if they don't, then WWE will be known as the most hypocritical company in the world.
Yeah.
Which...
Because it really is. Vince isn't like he was back then.
No, he's not.
He's become soft to this generation, and they'd be better off just not being so uptight about everything.
Yeah.
I mean, what's in the past is in the past. You can't hold it against somebody.
Yeah. I mean, this is how I think of it. I don't know, say, for example, I'll walk by you, and I drop a quarter, and then you pick it up, and then I accuse you of stealing a quarter. That's what it's like, basically. That's how I see it.
Yeah, I mean, and Hulk Hogan's such a big part of their history.
Uh-huh.
They can't just erase him out of the books. I mean, take him out of the video game, that's okay, because he hasn't wrestled in so long.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that, but completely just forgetting about him completely... That's messed up because he's stuck with that company for so long.
Yeah. I think they should make a video of him and Vince shaking hands and Hulk Hogan signing a new contract with WWE.
Now, there is some sides of WWE that I can understand. Benoit, I can see why they don't want to mention him because they don't want that bad rep on them. I can understand that.
Yeah.
But... they're letting Paige come back, and she did sex tapes.
Yeah.
Why not bring Hulk Hogan back? I mean, he may not wrestle. I mean, it'd be cool to see him do, commentary or a general manager or something like that.
Yeah.
But you just can't forget about him. He's such a popular person that people are going to, after a while, people are going to wonder what happened to him, you know?
Yeah.
And of course, I'm sure we'll see The Rock because he shows up all the time.
Yeah. I was watching a video. Shout out to Russell Talk News. They actually did a why the Rock left, or why the Rock quit WWE, or why he left WWE. And it wasn't that he quit and left to Hollywood, but it was his contract was constantly inspiring.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it got to the point to where he didn't want to resign. So he just wanted to break from wrestling, join Hollywood, and just take a break for a little bit, and then come back in like 2010, right?
Yeah, I think that because that's when he had the feud with Punk for the championship, and they fought.
No, it was 2014 or 2013.
Yeah, it was 2013 because I remember watching WrestleMania 28 when him and Cena fought. And later that year, him and Punk got into a feud on the 1000th episode of Raw.
Yeah.
But yeah, they need to. They really, I remember when they had the throwback Monday Night Raw episode and brought all the legends back then.
Yeah, it had Ron Simmons and JBL and
yeah, a whole bunch of them. They had Jake the Snake Roberts on there.
Yeah.
I'd like to see Rikishi. We haven't seen him in a while. We saw him last time was when he faced Heath Slater when they were building up to the 1000th episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it would be cool to see him bring back some more legends, because I mean they basically built WWE. I mean, you can't just forget who made your name.
Yeah.
That's like, then it leads back to Hulk Hogan. He's such an iconic part of sports entertainment history. And I mean, sure, we got John Cena and The Rock. They're plenty popular, but Hulk Hogan's done his part too. I mean, a lot of adults these days can probably remember back watching him whenever he lifted Andre the Giant up.
My dad was telling me that when he was little, he would watch Raw is War, and then he would switch channels to WCW, and then I think it was around 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock for ratings.
Yeah. But I'm sure that's going to be fun.
Yeah.
And I don't know what happened to the Hardys. They returned and wrestled for a little bit, and last thing I heard about them was Jeff went in for surgery on
He tore a cuff in his arm.
Yeah, that's it. And he went into surgery, and they said he wouldn't be back till sometime in 2018.
I think he said, they said after, either before or after WrestleMania.
And I remember I can't remember the last time I saw Matt Hardy wrestle, but I felt like he wrestled recently.
It was against The Miz for the Intercontinental title.
Yeah, that's it. But that's weird. They keep bringing back
part-timers.
Yeah, but I'm not complaining about that because it's cool to see a throwback. Because, I mean, it started off with the New Age Outlaws returned. Then, after them, the Dudleys returned. Then the Hardys.
Yeah.
So, I think they're running out of tag teams to bring back.
Yeah. I'd like to see Beer Money return.
Yeah.
Or come to WWE. James Storm, Bobby Roode.
Yeah.
Speaking of James Storm, he's supposed to be leaving Impact Wrestling.
Really?
To come to WWE. Yeah.
James Storm.
James Storm, I'll have to show you a video of him. He's really talented.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah. Triple H told him...
Is John Morrison still with Impact?
Yeah, he goes by Johnny Impact.
Yeah.
Him and Alberto El Patron have been going at it lately.
Yeah, I remember it wasn't that long ago when Alberto Del Rio was still with WWE with the League of Nations.
Yeah.
That may have been who they beat. I can't remember, but I felt... Yeah, that's it. I don't remember where I'm going. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. And You know, another thing I've been thinking about, I really want to see Ty Dillinger do something.
Yeah.
They keep giving him shots and they're making him lose it. And
yeah.
It's making me mad because I watched him in NXT and he was pretty good.
Yeah.
And then it gets you so hyped when you watch someone that get really good at NXT, then they move him up to the main roster and they just make him lose all the time.
Yeah, I wouldn't actually mind seeing him in the 205 Live.
Yeah, I could see that happening. I saw on Instagram that apparently Evan Bourne is supposed to be talking with WWE on making a return, and he's going to go to 205 Live.
Oh, there was a recent story I heard about him over the summer. It was a couple weeks after we were let out of school, and I can't remember what name he was going by at the time, but he went skydiving and lost a finger.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Well, but he'd be really cool to see in return. I'd like to see him. Him and Kalisto would be a good match. Neville.
Yeah.
If Neville ever decides to come back.
Yeah, he said, or I read on Facebook that WWE officials and him are on good terms, so he could be returning.
That'd be pretty cool because I'll be honest, I liked him as a heel.
Or actually, no, because I don't think he'll be in 205 Live any longer because he wants to get out of 205 Live. I could
see him becoming part of regular.
What's your view on let's see, which one do you want to talk about, Ryback or Wade Barrett?
Let's talk about Ryback.
Yeah.
I liked him in WWE.
Yeah.
I still remember because I was playing through 2K15 not that long ago. And I was playing through I was playing through the CM Punk John Cena storyline on the 2K Showcase, and I remember playing through the match that I still remember to this day of Ryback versus CM Punk in the Hell in a Cell. I remember that because I remember just how mad I was whenever Brad Maddox hit or did a low blow on Ryback. And I honestly wish he would return.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him versus Braun Strowman.
Oh, yeah, dude. That would be one heck of a match. He says that the reason why he left WWE was because he was getting paid at a really low rate.
And wasn't it the booking, too?
It was the booking, too. They had him stuck in the mid-card, or not the mid-card, but in the low mid-card, I should say.
Yeah.
And,
he has a lot of potential to be, main event type stuff.
Yeah.
If I was Vince, I'd sign a deal with Batista and Ryback and bring them two back. Then, for WrestleMania, have a main event of a triple threat between Ryback, Batista, and Braun Strowman.
That would be awesome right there.
That's... Vince, I feel like he's lost his touch in booking. But him and the storyline writers.
Yeah.
And I know Road Dogg is one of the new storyline writers.
Yeah.
And you'd think with him being from the Attitude Era and all that, you think he would know what the fans like.
Yeah, but
he's just bringing us more BS.
It's because Vince McMahon has started the PG era.
Yeah, he's trying to keep it family friendly and all that.
And he banned chair shots. He also...
I don't think they do fireworks anymore.
They don't do fireworks anymore, neither.
I bet the last time they... Hold on. It's Hayden. Don't answer the door. It's Hayden.
Anyways,
sorry about the interruption.
Yeah.
Anyways, like we were saying,
yeah.
Vince has just lost his touch in booking. There may not be, I can understand having to accommodate to families wanting them to be friendlier and stuff like that. But hold on a sec, guys.
yet.
Just real quietly tell him we're going to have to cut this short and we'll come back with the next part soon.
Okay, we'll,
we have an interruption.
We have an interruption problem right now at the moment. We're having technical difficulties. We'll do a part 3 podcast. We'll probably do it a little shorter. But I hope you have a good Thanksgiving. Goodbye.